Pokefans. Michael here. Look at this! It's my plaque! I finally got it! It's time for another top 5 video. This one has been highly requested for quite some time, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. Today I'll be talking about my top 5 favorite Mega Evolutions, as of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, since Mega Evolution is a more recent feature of the games, I don't have as much nostalgic attachment to these as I do my top 10 favorites or top 5 legendaries, so a lot of these picks are going to be more design based. But some do have some nostalgia parts. So without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite Mega Evolutions. Number 5, Mega Gallade. Gallade is one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon, so when I saw that it was getting a Mega, I was pretty pumped. I actually traded a Dawnstone over to my Omega Ruby from my ex just so I could have it on my playthrough team, since otherwise I'd have to wait until after beating Wally in the Victory Road. Its design is also super regal and awesome. It has a cape, a pointy crown of awesomeness, and dual discs on its arms. I would definitely want this guy to be my knight in shining armor if I was a princess. What am I saying? I am a princess. Number 4, Mega Rayquaza. I won't spend too much time on him since I talked about him in a lot more detail in my top 5 legendaries video, but in short, Mega Rayquaza is a giant flying snake covered in spikes, glowing ribbons, and racing stripes that is so powerful that it broke the Uber's tier. I find it difficult to not like. Number 3, Mega Manectric. Now, a lot of people, several of my friends included, have said that they think Mega Manectric's design is stupid. Well, as you've likely inferred from it being at number 3 on this list, I disagree. I honestly think the more streamlined design makes it cooler looking than regular Manectric. I could just imagine it shooting across the desert, leaving a glowing streak of lightning bolts behind it. Just like the Flash! I also used one in my Omega Ruby playthrough that tore stuff up, so that was fun too. Number 2, Mega Sceptile. You totally thought this was going to be number 1, didn't you? So let me explain why Mega Sceptile is here. First off, it being at number 2 is not a bad thing. That still means that I like it a lot more than every other Mega other than just one. It's super cool looking, blazingly fast, a dragon and grass type, and it's the Mega version of my favorite Pokemon. Of course I'm going to love it. But the reason it's not number 1 is because I lack nostalgic attachment to it. I have a ton of nostalgic attachment to Sceptile, but not Mega Sceptile. The only time I've really used Mega Sceptile was in Omega Ruby, and that was a fairly quick playthrough where I had a full balanced team of 6, so I wasn't using Sceptile for every battle like I did in my original Ruby playthrough. Plus, I've tried using him in competitive several times, but him being so frail and weak to a third of the game is just too crippling in my opinion. I still love him though, like a lot. Number 1, Mega Charizard X. Those of you who have been following my channel for a while now may have actually guessed this. In my top 10 favorites, Charizard is on that list because of Mega Charizard X. And in my top 5 legendaries video, I mentioned how I love its black and blue color scheme. Mega Charizard X is incredibly cool looking. Although I will admit that Mega Charizard Y has cooler wings, but still, it has black scales, intense red eyes, and blue fire coming out of its mouth. That's so badass! In addition to its awesome design, my first ever perfect competitively bred Pokemon was a Mega Charizard X named Demon, who I talk about in my top 10 favorites. He brought me varying amounts of success in the battle spot, but having him as my first ever perfect Pokemon is something I'll always remember fondly. So that's my list! Mega Evolution is such a cool concept, but this was the first time I ever really sat down and thought through which ones I liked the most. So, thanks for requesting the video. What did you think of this video? Do you agree with my list? What are some of your favorite Mega Evolutions? Let me know in the comments below! And if you like this video, be sure to hit like, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, that's all I have for now, so till next time, Pokefans. Gotta catch them all!